So now we're gonna jump into the situation that has kind of like been popping off recently, um, with Emiru and people coming after Emiru. If you're not familiar with Emiru, she's a gamer cosplayer that was or is currently with OTK, the One True Kings, which is like Asmon Gold, Rich Campbell organization with Ms. Kiff. Um, and she's been part of it since I think almost the beginning as well. But um, you know, guilty through association. So if you're associated with Asmongold, you're obviously a terrible person, a Nazi, a bigot. You know the list goes on and on and on. But anyways, she got into some trouble because of a non-statement, a non, a nothing burger statement that she made.
Massive day for the unemployed. Emiru is in hot water. Well, actually cold water. She got in trouble for talking about ice.
Thoughts on ice sauna? I don't know what that is. Helly, I genuinely have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh boy, and people are pissed at this. We got denims. Never thought I'd see the day would be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo.
Alright, remember, Denims is the chick that changed her entire opinion from Destiny to Hassan because Destiny wouldn't bang her. Let's just remember that. And she also believes that, kids don't remember memories before 3 years old, and then, she goes and looks it up, gets the actual facts, and then still says completely the opposite. Super smart person we're talking about here.
Calling her a racist chud.
Like, there's a certain extent where I'm like, okay, sure, I get people wanting big content creators to, like, say their opinions on, like, important topics. I get that, right? But it's like, if you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to, like, get off the internet. Like,
Ice aside, how
And that's the statement that's getting her canceled and hated on and everything else. Like, bro, like she says, if you're trying to get your political stance from a streamer, if they're not a political streamer, then you're just cooked. 100% cooked, deep fried, flambéed, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to Pegasus. Um, but if you seriously think that somebody that's non-political and they're going to give you an opinion, what are you gaining from that? You're not really gaining anything from forcing that streamer into your opinion and your thought process. You're not gaining anything. The only thing you really are doing is creating a hatred for your side. If you want to change somebody in a way that matters rather than trying to get rid of them.
How is this controversial, though? I feel like she's kind of spitting facts. If you need a streamer to validate your worldview, you're a retard and a loser.
obviously, I don't, like, dislike any of the political streamers, except for, like, some of, like, the really bad ones. I don't really like them. I don't understand
Hassan? Oh man, no, not Hassan. Not Eat the Rich.
how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence, but it's like...
Doesn't know anything about politics. You are 28 years old. Gosh, I wonder why Emiru doesn't want to say anything critical of ice. Oh,
It doesn't matter your age. If you don't want to get into politics, don't get into politics. And when somebody tells you, well, everything is politics around you, it's only if you make it politics. Like, I do it. I do it all the time. But I do it for fun. I do it to trigger people and have fun with it. I make everything politics for fun. But I do enjoy rage baiting people. Not gonna lie.
literally didn't do nothing, and people are mad at her. It's actually very confusing. No, she got bullied into a manifesto. Jesus Christ, what an apology letter. Hate to break it to y'all, but left wing, right wing, they're both on the same bird. And honestly, I don't care where you align politically as long as you're watching from a first world country. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here.
Hey, wait a minute, WestJet. There's third world countries that could be watching you.
It's very rare I will speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there, so apologies if this is long. There is a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that included the word ice. I'm not someone who normally comments on or gives my opinions on serious real-world topics. You can see in the clip when I say thoughts on ice, there is an instant cut afterwards that makes it seem like I'm responding directly to that question, which I'm not.
Thoughts on ice sauna? I don't know what that is. Ellie, I genuinely have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I never have made comments on stream about ice in the first place. That was a dishonest and intentionally maliciously clipped post. No, I actually think the outrage is coming from...
So I saw people talking about this. I think it was more Pegasus said that it wasn't out of context clip, and typically I agree with more Pegasus because he does do a fair amount of research before he jumps on these kind of topics. And he said that the clip wasn't out of context at all. But we saw WestJet's clip of it, which WestJet also does comedic versions of his stuff. So I'd have to go back and see the actual clip, like if it's clipped or not. I mean, I've also seen people say that somebody was asking about ICE, so the incident emergency or something like that. I forget what it's called. In case of emergency or some shit. I forget what it was. Somebody was talking about it, and they said that's what she was talking about.
The people that wanted her to say something, to straight up denounce ICE.
And they're going crazy about this. They're very angry at her for this.
113,000 posts.
It's actually
Jesus.
super easy to stream and have opinions. I'll show you. F ICE, f Donald Trump and everyone in his administration, f Elon Musk, free Palestine. The U.S. is stolen land built by stolen people. Ouija did nothing wrong. Abortion is healthcare.
The U.S. is stolen land. I always love that one. Because this same person wouldn't be willing to give up his home to somebody that is native to that land. He 100% would not. He would be saying that, he needs a place to live. Well, if you're living on stolen land, then why do you need a home? You need to find somewhere else.
Leave trans people the f alone.
I'm actually kind of impressed. This guy nailed every topic.
Oh, this is Denims. Let's listen to Denims talk about this.
When did people on the right get so soy? You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud.
You shouldn't go and harass people for no reason.
I'm not the biggest fan of denims by any means, but come on, man, that was pretty funny. I think it's just the word chud, dude.
Ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something. Maybe your audience doesn't like it. Maybe you could educate them on it a little bit.
Educate them on it. This is my favorite word to see people like her use, because this idea of educate implies some sort of intellectual superiority.
If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your country.
Yeah, no, that. I'm keeping my inner peace.
Wait a minute. I'm white.
This is by far like the...
Yeah.
Yo. WestJet, that's just diabolical, bro. But it's true.
dumbest American quality, saying I'm not into politics.
I'd rather be dumb than depressed. All these political people seem miserable.
You can't say like, well,
It's not a lie. What did his son say? I hate the left. I hate liberals. I hate this. I want to quit. Some shit like that.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna care about all this politics stuff.
Yeah, watch me.
She never talks about politics at all, period. It's not even enough for someone to be neutral or to not have an opinion. You have to agree with them or they attack you.
I mean, these are just pathetic internet leftists that have to band together in a collective to feel any control over their own miserable lives. It's a lot easier to latch onto a cause that seems bigger than yourself to give life meaning. I got no problem with this guy, but he's saying exactly what he has to say to validate the in-group. He's not reinventing the wheel here. Again, I don't hate any of these people. I pity them. The internet is the only place where they feel their voice can be heard. Also picking easy victims like Emiru, who they know will bend the knee, and then they're just gonna push her on her second knee to kneel. I know it's stressful in the moment being dogpiled by thousands of people, but you did nothing wrong. You don't need to speak about things you aren't comfortable speaking about, and you do not, in fact, have to say the line. Just say, ice. Who cares if you don't know what you're talking about is insane.
That is facts. Like, if you have no clue what's going on, you're not paying attention to what's going on, don't agree with what the mob says. Never bow down to the mob, because the mob's never going to do the mob is never going to be happy. No matter what you do, you could do a billion things and the mob is never going to be happy with what you do. She could say fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump and all those things, and they still wouldn't be happy with her.
Mayo, this is mass psychosis rivaling 2020. These people are cry bullies trying to socially ostracize you for not putting a black square on your Instagram or whatever the current thing is. New drama happens all the time, and they would have moved on in a few.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, the whole black square thing, let's be real. Every single one of those people putting a black square was dropping the N-word like crazy. They just did it behind their black friends. Black friend's back.
Few days, it's not worth capitulating. I mean, I'm not shocked that a woman is cooking. And why should we care about what she even has to say? Just because she has viewers? More viewers than Mizkif, that's for sure.
Oh.
While Dream also has viewers, should we go ahead and ask him about the Armenian genocide? Emiru draws criticism after declining to comment on ICE during Twitch stream.
Well, I mean, you know what? When it comes to the leftists, let's ask them about the Armenian genocide. Nobody wants to talk about that. Or Yemen. Let's talk about Yemen.
She claimed she does not know anything about politics.
Or one that's super relevant still, Iran.
Should not be treated as a source of political guidance. Pretending to not know or care about politics so you don't lose your racist followers is the most lame coward ever. 140k likes. Her response makes sense when you look at the people who she hangs around.
I mean, Lakari, yeah, I can understand the stuff with Lakari. Asman's normal dude, other than the fact that, you know, he lives around roaches and rats. But I mean, I know normal people that live around that anyways, but they're just not millionaires. This bald motherfucker, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Around with. Anyway, Tectone chimed in. Never apologize to the mob. Never try to rationalize with those who weren't rational to begin with.
Man, f those n***s on Twitter going after my girl Emiru. Well, she isn't my real girl. I got my baddie Genshin Impact queens for that.
Leave Genshin alone.
Denims is a bitch. And fuck that Obama.
Anyway.
Hey, yo. It's whoa. Tectone going in on Obama? What the fuck?
Girl, we are not as dumb as you look. Bruh, she looks pretty smart. She looks Chinese. This guy said, the world needs more racist chuds like Emiru. I've always been a creator whose friends are on good terms with basically everybody. Streamers in Texas, LA, and all different bubbles, and this has unfortunately included some bad actors. A lot of people have questioned how these bad actors found their way into...
Bro. WestJet, why are you going after Tectone like this?
...my circle, but it is certainly not because I'm okay with vile behavior. You hear that? Stay in jail. Anyway, Emiru's apology was too long and too boring, so I got the AI to put it in Fortnite terms. Someone bush camped my stream, yoinked a single frame, hard cut it like a scuffed montage, and tried to emote like they won FNCS. I wasn't talking about the ICE boss fight, just mythic rarity out of context griefing. For the record, anyone abusing people or kids gets instantly kicked from the squad. Reboot card deleted. Lobby.
I mean, that's a guarantee. I mean, you know, if you touch kids, I mean, or abuse kids, no matter what, your ass is out.
Locked. I play Fortnite, not defend the villains mode. Clip farmers can keep storm camping for drama XP. I'm still protecting the squad and chasing a real victory royale. Holy it's Juice World.
If a creator dodges a question about ICE, it's probably because they support them.
These guys aren't even Mexican.
Or they don't want to talk about the subject. They have no input on it, and they don't have any idea of what's going on. And if they do have an idea of what's going on, they just choose not to voice their opinion on it, because you know what? They choose not to voice their opinion. You don't have to voice your opinion on every single thing, because you know what? I'm sure you haven't talked about all the other genocides around the world. In the Congo, like I said, Yemen, Iran. I'm sure you haven't talked about those, but I'm sure you've brought up, or I mean, even the stuff that's still going on in Russia and Ukraine. I mean, I'm sure you haven't talked about those.
Again, what are they worried about?
She said, why are you asking a non-political streamer about politics? First of all, this isn't politics. Any person watching this video, plus you, Emiru, could walk outside and you could be killed next by ICE.
Is this a skit?
It's gotta be a skit. There's no way. Buddy, I've got more of a chance of being caught by ICE than you.
I feel like I'm getting punked right now.
We don't want to support somebody who supports ICE.
As a Russian-Ukrainian immigrant to Canada, I can spot a commie like nothing.
The problem that I see with Emiru's response as someone that is Asian, that it clearly shows her white privilege as someone who's part white.
What the actual did you just say to me right now?
But, hold on, one more time.
Nothing.
The problem that I see with Emiru's response as someone that is Asian, that it clearly shows her white privilege as someone who's part white.
What the actual did you just say to me?
Moving on.
You don't care, do you? You don't give a single shit for my feelings.
Emiru is a prime example of a male-centered mindset. If you don't know anything about politics, then learn, educate yourself. Oh, and these politics have to align with her one-to-one.
In case you're one of those types that does like to watch their Twitch streamers that show their political views, there you go. Nice.
Bruh, 7-second clip and you still couldn't correct the subtitles when they ask me if I want ice in my drink at the movie theater. Not political equals AKA I care more about my money than people. Life's a sandwich. No matter the way you flip it, the bread comes first. Sometimes it's alright to
I mean, some people don't care about other thing that's not directly affecting their family. I mean, realistically. I'm sure there's tons of Americans around the country that don't give a shit about what's going on with ICE because it doesn't directly affect them.
Benson. We live in this weird polarized world where people are almost forced to pick a side. You don't have to do that. Nuance is a real thing.
If you're an adult in this country, you should be the minimal amount invested in politics.
Trade offer. Canada will send our Indians and we'll take your Mexicans. Fair?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
No, and I genuinely have no problem with Indians. I ran the King's Indian Defense to 1700 in chess.
Because you live here. There's this weird idea in America especially where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics.
Don't listen to her, Chud. Agartha is waiting.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to like get off the internet. Like,
and that's it. That's all you need right there. If you're looking for politics or any political reasoning or anything like that from a fucking streamer, just get off. You don't need an opinion. Go sit down and figure it out yourself. Or talk to somebody that is an actual political leader. Talk to them, figure it out. Don't listen to a streamer. Streamers are stupid as fuck when it comes to politics. It's whatever's cool at the time. But that was WestJet going over the Emiru situation. Go check him out. Hit him up with a sub. Make sure he knows that he's finishing on everybody. That's right. Original video will be in the comment or in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all.